Hello and welcome to episode 19 of my Salem tutorial series. This episode is going to be on butchering the bunnies and working with our first hunting trip goods. So you are probably wondering if we need butchering knives to butcher the animals we kill, especially these wabbits. The answer is no. No tools are needed or necessary. Without further ado, let's butcher these wabbits and see what we get from them. Notice when I open up my pocket that I've got one extra rabbit sitting in there, or wabbit. That's because one came hopping onto my claim, the last mistake it will ever make. It hopped its last hop and is resting in wabbit heaven. You see, I'm starting to go mad. Early signs of it at least. So let's butcher these wabbits. Okay, to butcher a wabbit, right click on the animal and left click butcher. Notice that we do not get the option skin. It will do that whilst butchering, but that won't be the case with later animals that we kill. But anyway, let's left click and you will see that we've got one steak, one raw rabbit skin and one bone. Bones have multiple uses, just like everything else in this beautiful game. Nearly everything has multiple uses. Bones are very, very good. They do weigh quite a bit though, but they are excellent resources. Okay, let's butcher these two. There you go, so we got exactly the same again. There is a chance we can get a rare item. Let's see if we get it. No rare item, but that doesn't matter because we've got meat, bones and raw hides, raw rabbit skins I should say. So it's all looking good because these will equate to money. Not much, but when you think about the fact we can kill hundreds of rabbits, then we're going to make a lot of money. Okay, let me just check my notes to see what I wanted to say to y'all next. Okay, well we need to now build a drying frame for the hides and think about what to do with the meats. Well, we could compost them or use them for fishing or cook with them. The choice is yours, dear pilgrims. So what do you think we should do with them? Okay, well, have a think about that while we make this drying frame. Remember, it takes 5 branches to build a drying frame. So let's go to work. Now the first thing to mention about building a drying frame is you have to do it on flat ground, like the compost heap. So how about we put it next to the compost heap? Now what we will do, first of all, we will show our deed. So you can see this coloured outline now. We will make sure we build it on our claim, I should say. I'm thinking of worm, aren't I, with deed? Anyway, we must make sure we build it on our claim. So that's the first thing we do. The next thing we do is bring up the landscape tool so we can get a grid to place it on. Left click grab, highlight somewhere right over here, drag over the selected claim, then left click release. Okay, let's now zoom in. Now usually you cannot build structures on the very next tile, so we will be attempting to build it on this tile. So to do this we go to build and drying frame. Brings up the ghost image and that would be a perfect place for us to build it. Oh, actually there would be a perfect place for us to build it. So once you have the location, remember you can left shift and scroll wheel to turn it around we're going to settle with it just like that. So left click, it places the template, and now left click, then hold the left shift button, left click and scroll your wheel, and it puts them all in. So then click build. Okay, there is a drying frame. So to open the drying frame, right click on the middle bar at the top here. It will open up this little window giving 2 slots. You can, from your pocket, hold the shift and left click and it will put them in there for us. See the graphic change? Notice we only have one. Shift click the second one and there we are. We could have just left clicked and placed it in there, but it's easier just to shift click. So there we go. That drying frame is now full. Of course though, we need to make one more. So let's quickly go grab 5 branches. You can see that this claim's going to fill up real quick, and we've not even started yet on these structures. I mean, we've just done, oops, I need one more. We've just done so far compost bin and a drying frame. And yeah, you see it's only episode 20, so that's really all you would expect. Okay, let's now build this one here. So click build and drying frame. We will shift turn it and we will put it just there. Okay, so same as before. Get our sticks, click, scroll, oops, scroll and build. Right click on the frame and shift click the hide in there. There we go, we've got 3 hides drying. Right, let's now read the wonderful Salem Wiki on what it says about the drying frame. Okay, a variety of items can be put on the drying rack to dry them out, including fish and their swim bladders, soaked bark and raw animal hides. Each type of item takes a different amount of time to dry. So this is what I wanted to show you and read to you. Any fish will take 72 hours. An Argo pelter skin will be 24 hours. Bark 8 hours, beaver pelt 4 hours, bear skin 15 hours, deer hide 9 hours, isinglass, which when it dries into a swim bladder. That's used in the inspiration potion that gives us 60,000 inspiration. That takes 15 minutes, so not long. March hare hide. Now any time you fight a normal wabbit, there is a chance that a March hare will then spawn in its place. It will change into a March hare. What does that mean to you and me? Well, I'll tell you when it happened to me. I was knocked out in short order, and the same will happen to you. So we aren't going to hunt wabbits for too long, because the chances are we will get a mad March hare attack us and knock us out. No chance of us defeating that. Not yet, not until our humours are much, much higher. Anyway, its hide takes 24 hours. A wabbit skin takes 2 hours, a timber rattler skin 1 hour, and tobacco 48 hours. For faster drying times, you can use a hunter's drying rack that you will find in the hunter's pack. So if you go to the cash store, the Salem store, and show a little love and support, you can get yourself one of these beauties from there. But we're just going to stick with the normal one. So let's switch back to the game. Okay, so we've got our racks, 2 at the moment. Humble beginnings, like our 1 compost bin, but you know we're going to have 20 of these eventually, and you don't want to know how many of these we're going to have, because it's going to get crazy, just like the Gamester. Okay, well now as for these meats that we've got, we will use them in the next episode, and it will be a good one. Wherever you are in the world, God bless you and keep every last one of you safe. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic day. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Goodbye.